will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. This offense has a second down play. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he's out of bounds short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll do it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they got him for the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
He gets a block. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Going up top on first down. Now adjusting. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They want to just keep throwing it. Now improvising. And he elevates over his man. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Buffalo, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right now.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Comes out throwing on first down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Ibuka. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get in. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Let's go! From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Agbana. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snatches it on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
First and goal, Ohio State.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Agbana. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Trying the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
It's a fumble. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. The Bulls send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Fires to the right. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Gets away from one, he's got space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
And first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 10. Scores for the defense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
Buffalo, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Looking to move it through the air. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Feeling some heat. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
On to kick it away.
He's got great speed. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Power football with the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Bulls line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Coming after him. Looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
The return brings it out to the 41.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again.
1st and 10.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Turns it loose deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. Dropping back, it's Howard. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He tries to fool him with the bootleg. Skips away from pressure. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback extends the play. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They're nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the fake and a little shuffle. And it's not going to work. They tried to trick them out of 2 points, and they'll get nothing in like it. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to pass. It's Agbana. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Bulls will punt this one away. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He'll come out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. You know, Jesse, I like to joke that the tight end is always open. That's ridiculous how open he was.
Yeah, that would have been an understatement on that one. And I think the quarterback couldn't believe it himself. He took his steps, was reading coverage, and he thought, man, you're giving us this first down. That was too easy.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 95. On to punt it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense, he's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. And the return team was not on high alert, and they paid for it. The fake picks up the 1st down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball. Dialed up the fake. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And they pull it off. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA.